The Oklahoma City Thunder's postseason journey took a stunning detour on Saturday night as they were humbled in Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals, suffering a brutal 143-101 loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. After a commanding 2-0 series lead in Oklahoma City, the Thunder found themselves on the wrong side of a blowout in front of a frenzied Timberwolves crowd. Minnesota, determined to recover from their slow start to the series, came out with a vengeance. They built a massive 20-point lead by the end of the first quarter and never looked back. Led by a spectacular 30-point performance from Anthony Edwards, who shot an efficient 12 of 17 from the field, the Timberwolves showed no mercy. Julius Randle added 24 points to the cause, while the Timberwolves' defense was suffocating on the other end. But the true headline of the night came from the performance, or lack thereof, of NBA MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder's star guard, who has been nothing short of dominant throughout the season, was silenced by Minnesota's defense. Gilgeous-Alexander finished with a mere 14 points on 4 of 13 shooting, a far cry from the 32.7 points per game he averaged during the regular season. The MVP was never allowed to settle into a rhythm, and the Timberwolves' defensive effort was a masterclass in neutralizing one of the league's most dangerous offensive players. This was a rare moment of struggle for Gilgeous-Alexander in a postseason that has otherwise highlighted his superstar talent. It marked the third time in these playoffs that the MVP was held to under 20 points, an occurrence that's been remarkably uncommon for a player who averaged fewer than 20 points just once during the entire regular season. To put that into perspective, in 82 games this season, Gilgeous-Alexander was a consistent force. Yet, in the high-pressure atmosphere of the postseason, even MVPs like him can encounter their breaking points. What makes Gilgeous-Alexander's Game 3 performance even more eye-catching is the rarity of such a dominant MVP getting completely throttled in a playoff game. According to OptaStats, the MVP's team losing by 42 or more points has occurred just 3 times in NBA history. Oddly enough, all 3 of those instances have involved the Minnesota Timberwolves. The first occurred in 1956, when Bob Pettit and the St. Louis Hawks were obliterated by the Minneapolis Lakers in a 58-point loss. The second came just last year when Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets were blown out by 45 points in Game 6 of their Western Conference semifinal matchup with the Timberwolves. And then, this Saturday night, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder were added to this exclusive club, marking the third time in NBA history that a team led by an MVP lost by 42 or more points to the Timberwolves in the postseason. The Thunder's 42-point defeat is not only a painful blow to their playoff aspirations, but also significant in the context of franchise history. According to CBS Sports, the loss is tied for the second-largest playoff defeat by a number 1 seed in NBA history. Furthermore, the 143 points allowed by the Thunder represent the most points they've ever given up in a playoff game since the team relocated to Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's MVP season, one of the finest by any guard in recent memory, remains intact. His ability to score efficiently from everywhere on the floor, including a remarkable 51.9% shooting percentage, 37.5% from 3, and 89.8% from the free throw line, means the Thunder are still very much a threat in this series. The MVP averaged 6.4 assists and 5.0 rebounds per game, contributing in a variety of ways beyond just scoring. However, if the Thunder are going to hold on to their series lead, it's clear that Gilgeous-Alexander will need to bounce back in a major way in Game 4. This series is far from over. For the Timberwolves, Game 3 was a statement, a loud, emphatic message that they are not going down without a fight. For the Thunder, it's a wake-up call. If they want to advance to the NBA Finals, they must find a way to handle Minnesota's defensive intensity and ensure that their MVP gets the support he needs to thrive. The matchup is heating up, and with both teams clearly capable of explosive performances, the next few games in this series promise to deliver even more drama. Will the Thunder regroup and regain their momentum, or will the Timberwolves continue their relentless assault on Oklahoma City's championship hopes? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is not accustomed to losing like this, and his response in Game 4 will be a pivotal moment in this Western Conference Finals.